What if I told you that Grimmel, the villain everyone thinks Toothless defeated, actually won? And that the Night Fury babies are born with a fatal weakness nobody talks about? From Drago secretly surviving the second movie, to the Light Fury attacking Hiccup for a reason that changes everything, today we're breaking down 10 hidden things you never noticed in How to Train Your Dragon. But first, if Toothless is still your favorite dragon, drop a dragon in the comments. And if you love this series, hit subscribe right now. Number 1. 3 hidden details in the hidden world almost nobody caught. These are so easy to miss, but once you see them, you can't unsee them. Detail 1. The Bewilderbeast returns. In the second movie, the Bewilderbeast swam away and was never mentioned again. But in the hidden world, look carefully at the crowd scene when Toothless arrives. That same Bewilderbeast, the one he defeated, is bowing to him. It came back, and it submitted. Detail 2. The Light Fury saved Toothless first. When Toothless first meets the Light Fury, she hisses at him and drives him away from a specific spot. Most people think she's being territorial, but Hiccup later discovers a trap Grimmel set in the exact location Toothless was standing. She saved his life before they even knew each other. Detail 3. Toothless understands English. In the books, Hiccup speaks dragon. In the movies, it's quietly flipped. Toothless responds to conversations, even when nobody is talking directly to him. He understands everything. He just never gets credit for it. Number 2. The Bewilderbeast egg, and what it could mean for the future. At the end of Race to the Edge, Hiccup finds a Bewilderbeast egg and gives it to the Wing Maidens. But here's something almost nobody questions. That egg is not the same Bewilderbeast living with Valka later. 2 reasons. First, only about 2 years pass before Hiccup finds Valka. A Bewilderbeast takes decades to fully mature. There's no way it grew that fast. Second, Valka clearly states the alpha was already living there long before she arrived, long before the egg ever existed. So what happened to that egg? The most likely answer, Valka hid it. Somewhere cold, somewhere remote, somewhere safe. Which means right now, somewhere in the HTTYD world, a young alpha could be quietly growing, waiting, getting stronger, and nobody in the story has any idea. Number 3. Why Toothless became king of all dragons, despite being practically a baby. This one actually makes the ending hit completely different. Dragons in the HTTYD universe can live for over 1,000 years. Confirmed by Valka in the second film, Toothless is the same age as Hiccup. That makes him practically a newborn compared to most dragons in the hidden world. And yet, every dragon bows to him. Night Furies aren't even an alpha species. They were never built to rule, just incredibly rare, intelligent, and powerful. But Toothless didn't inherit the title. He earned it by defeating 2 alpha dragons back to back. He grew stronger through every battle, wiser through every loss. So when every ancient dragon in the hidden world, creatures that have lived for centuries, bowed their heads to him, it wasn't because of his species, it was because of everything he'd already survived. Number 4. The Light Fury wasn't attacking Hiccup. She was rescuing Toothless. Most people think she was just aggressive toward humans, but rewatch those scenes and the real story is completely different. When the Light Fury first saw Toothless, the connection was instant, but the moment Hiccup appeared, she fled. She had never trusted a human in her life, and here's what nobody notices. She never actually left. She followed the group in secret the entire time, watching from a distance. From everything she could see, Toothless was being held captive. He wore a device controlled by a human. He couldn't fly without him. To her, that looked exactly like a prisoner. So when she blasted Hiccup into the sky, she wasn't attacking. She was freeing Toothless. But Toothless didn't fly away with her. He turned around and saved Hiccup instead. That was the moment everything changed for her. Toothless wasn't a prisoner. He had chosen to stay. She wasn't protecting him from his captor. She was protecting him from his best friend. And she was wrong. Number 5. Grimmel actually won. And the movie never admits it. The hidden world makes it look like Toothless defeats Grimmel in the end. Victory, resolution, credits. But look at what Grimmel actually wanted, and then look at what the movie quietly confirms. Grimmel claims he hunted every Night Fury into extinction and turned Toothless into the last one alive. At first, it sounds like villain talk, but the movie never once proves him wrong. When Toothless enters the hidden world, packed with thousands of dragons from every species, there is not a single other Night Fury anywhere. Not one. The movie even frames Night Furies as the species born to lead. Dragons immediately accept Toothless as their alpha. The implication is clear. Night Furies were always meant to rule, but by the time Toothless takes the throne, every single one of his kind is already gone. Toothless survived. His species didn't. Grimmel lost the fight, but he won the war long before the movie even started. Number 6. There were Light Fury eggs hidden in the hidden world, and almost nobody noticed. This is a blink and you'll miss it detail that changes the entire ending. When Astrid enters the hidden world, there's one specific shot of glowing nests. Look at the eggs carefully. The creatures inside have unusually large eyes, far bigger than standard baby dragons, eyes that match the Light Fury almost exactly. And then, in the next shot, when Toothless stands on the high rocky overlook, look in the distance. Not one, but two more Light Furies are visible watching from the shadows. One is roughly the same size as Toothless. One looks almost identical to his partner, which means the hidden world was never home to just one Light Fury. There were always more. And those eggs? They were there before Toothless ever arrived. Number 7. The Night Fury babies are born with a fatal weakness. Everyone talks about how powerful the nightlights are, but here's the detail nobody focuses on. Pure Night Furies survive by blending into darkness. Black scales that disappear at night. Pure Light Furies survive by reflecting light. White scales that vanish in daylight. Both are perfect camouflage for their environments, but their babies, the nightlights, are born black and white. That cute half and half look that everyone loves, it's actually a survival flaw. They can't hide in darkness like a Night Fury. They can't vanish in daylight like a Light Fury. In almost any environment, they're exposed. And the movie actually set up the proof in the very first film. Hiccup shot Toothless down because a plasma blast lit up the sky and revealed him. Even a pure Night Fury couldn't survive losing his invisibility for 1 second. The nightlights lose it permanently. Number 8. Drago survived the second movie, and there's a story nobody got to see. Most people assumed Drago sank into the sea, and that was the end. He didn't. In the shelved comic Tides of Fire, set shortly after the second film, and confirmed as canonical by producer Richard Hamilton, Drago survived in a genuinely disturbing way. A parasitic dragon called Torment attached itself to his left arm. He became its host. The story would have taken Hiccup on underwater adventures, introduced new dragon species, and built toward a final confrontation. Hiccup finally seeking revenge for the death of his father Stoic. It would have also introduced Greta, Gothi's sister, shown flashbacks of Valka's past, revealed a lost civilization hidden beneath the sea, and in one scene, Hiccup shirtless, with Astrid's name tattooed on him. The comic was shelved and never released, but the story is real, it's canon, and it's one of the most ambitious things the HTTYD universe ever attempted that almost nobody knows exists. Number 9. Why the Light Fury finally accepted Hiccup and the exact moment it happened. For most of the movie, the Light Fury wants nothing to do with Hiccup. She attacks him. She flees from him. She watches from a distance like he's a threat that hasn't fully revealed itself yet. But there's one specific moment that changed everything, and most people blink right past it. When Hiccup searched for the hidden world, the Light Fury was watching. From her perspective, Toothless looked like a dragon being led somewhere against his will. A dragon who couldn't fly alone, who waited for a human's permission to act. So she attacked again, trying to free him one more time. And Toothless turned around and protected Hiccup instead. That single choice told her everything. No prisoner protects their captor. No trapped dragon chooses to stay. Toothless wasn't Hiccup's dragon. He wasn't Hiccup's weapon or tool or pet. He was family. And the moment she understood that, she stopped fighting it. Number 10. Toothless was never meant to be king. That's exactly why he became one. Night Furies weren't built to lead. No ancient prophecy, no destiny, no alpha bloodline. Just a dragon who crashed into a forest, lost his tail fin, and spent years learning to trust a boy who shot him down. He became alpha not because of his species, but because of what he chose, over and over again. He chose Hiccup over freedom. He chose to protect instead of flee. He chose to face 2 alpha dragons when every instinct said run. And when he finally stood in the hidden world, surrounded by thousands of dragons who had lived centuries longer than him, every single one bowed. Not to a Night Fury, to him specifically. Because real leaders aren't born into power. They earn it in the moments when nobody is watching, and they choose the harder thing anyway. Toothless spent his whole life doing that. The crown was just the world finally catching up. And that's it. Which one completely changed how you see the movies? The dark theory, or the detail you never noticed? Drop it in the comments. If you want the next part, smash that like button and make sure you're subscribed, because we're uncovering even more HTTYD secrets next time.